Hi there, I'm CBK from Bullspit Gaming. This is going to be a special video without that other annoying asshole. And it's going to be a countdown of my top 10 NES games of all time. Stay tuned. That's right, Super C, I said it. It's better than Contra, as far as I think anyways. I think they massively improved on the gameplay and the sheer graphics of the first one. It was pretty much the first one, but just a little bit better. And I enjoyed playing this game with my friends, and it was a great action two-player shooter. Enough said. If you want a game that's about Dracula and vampires, this is the game for you. It's very enjoyable. I never played this a lot as a kid, but as I got older, this is something that really grew on me, and I recommend trying Castlevania. That's right, Mega Man 2. It made my list, and it was really hard to pick between all the Mega Mans, but this is the easiest game to get into for any novice Mega Man player. And it was just a great game for multiple reasons. The music was great. It had a really cool action sequence. It had very beautiful graphics. It improved on the first one for sure. And it just was really cool. Like, you had the RPG element of shooting different weapons. Like, it was very immersed for a old school NES game. And I definitely recommend trying this one. So. I know what you're saying. Zelda 2? Come on. Zelda 1's where it's at. But I'm going to tell you something about me. I like side-scrollers, and adding a side-scroller element to this game did nothing but magic for me. And, what can I say? It's like the first one. You still have the items, you still have everything else. It just has more of that type of gameplay element that I enjoy. And, I suggest giving it a good try, you know. If you've never tried it before, tell me what you think. And you may need a little bit of help getting through certain spots, because sometimes the clues can be very vague. But that's no different from the first one. So, this deserves a spot on my list. Zelda 2. That's right, Donkey Kong is the next one on my list. It is a classic. What can I say? It's the first game I ever remember playing, and it set the gameplay standards across the world as far as I'm concerned, and it's definitely a title worth checking out. It is on multiple platforms, but it was great on the NES just the same, and that deserves a spot on my list. Welcome to the sexy part of this countdown, where we talk about the sexiest plumber, the sexiest bosses, and the sexiest levels. I'm talking about Mario 1. This is the game that started it all for me. I played this game for the very first time. This is the first game I ever played. This is the first game I ever owned. And this is the first game that turned me on to video games. Extreme Battletoads! That's right, Battletoads is on my list. That's because it's probably one of the most extreme action beat-em-up games of the console, and it was great. Of course, there was ports to other consoles, but this is where it pulled me in, and it's a great two-player game. The only problem is, it's so extreme, it can't be beat. Or can it? I know what you're thinking. You're saying, CBK, what are you talking about? Ninja Turtles and Battletoads in the same countdown? How does that make any sense? Well, to put it frankly, we couldn't have Battletoads without Ninja Turtles, because that's what inspired Battletoads. And it was truly the better game out of the two. It was beatable without having to cheat your way through it, and it was also based on a great arcade classic. This is a game that will always be in my heart, and it is a great game to play with your friends. Rock on, my Ninja Turtle friends. Cowabunga. Super Tough Pink Puff. That's right, our squishy pink friend comes at number 2. Kirbys Dreamland. That's right, this is my favorite game in the Kirby series. NES made Kirbys Dreamland, and it was friggin' awesome. Why, you ask? Because it had some of the greatest power-ups in all video game history, the biggest variety of power-ups, and some of the coolest characters, from villains to side characters. This game was an absolute must, and I recommend trying it if you've never tried it before. Stay pink, my friends. And here we are at the #1 spot on our countdown list. Mario 3, the greatest game for the NES of all time. Greatest music, greatest levels, greatest characters, greatest bosses, greatest power-ups. This game literally had it all, from the Tanuki suit to the frog suit. You had big enemies, you had small enemies. This game was so lovable and had great graphics, and it will never be beat to this day as far as NES games go. And I recommend trying this if you've never tried it, and it'll always be #1 on my NES list. So good night, Canada, America, and I hope you enjoyed our countdown.